Greenwood, South Carolina. An officer catches up to a man who was just involved in a shooting.
That's going to be a red or possibly an orange Camaro.
The armed suspect sees only one cop behind him. But swinging around is a 3-member SWAT team, led by Chief Deputy Mike Frederick.
He saw at that time there was a city PD car behind him with his lights on. He was going to go ahead and stop the vehicle.
A backup unit arrives to see the team already staked out behind the Camaro.
We saw that he had banked his car off to the right, obviously in an effort to protect himself. Placed more of the vehicle between us and him.
Dale Kittles hunkers down on the right.
I was able to maneuver over, and I couldn't really see the driver because of the tinted window.
The fugitive decides to take a stand.
He cracked his door. His hand came into view, and there was a handgun, silver-colored semi-automatic pistol in his hand.
The gunman opens fire. The gunman's tactics don't pay off, and he's hit. No small feat for officers. Frederick and Hammett, behind the cruiser, pin the man down with a furious volley of gunfire.
We knew at that point we were the suppressive fire role. We had to contain him inside that vehicle.
That gives Kittles, on the right, a chance to take a clear shot. But the prospect of hitting nearby civilians has him on edge.
God, I do not want to miss this guy. He's the bad guy, and I don't want to hit somebody innocent.
Then he locks on his target.
I fired 4 rounds, and all 4 rounds went to the back seat of the car, and 2 of the 4 rounds struck in the back.
The shooter is down, but not out.
He's laying on the ground, and the gun's maybe right outside of his hand right there, and he's trying to reach for it.
Where's the gun? On the ground? Get away from the gun! Put your hands out!
We knew we had civilians lined up to our left. We had people across the intersection.
The problem now is reaching an armed man who may be plotting one final attack.
We came up with a hasty plan to use the county vehicle to roll up, keep the engine block between us and the suspect to the last possible moment.
Let's go first! Okay, hold on. One second, go ahead.
The gun is kicked away and the outlaw secured. The man, Sergio Gonzalez, recovers from his wounds and is charged with 5 counts of attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. The investigation of the scene shows the incredibly accurate grouping of the SWAT officer's shots. Frighteningly, Gonzalez was almost as good. Only 1 stray round hit a civilian vehicle. The rest nailed the SWAT car within inches of Frederick and Hammett.
And it was their actions to be able to sit there and take those rounds and to be able to return the rounds the way they did under fire that allowed me to get over there to where I was at and to finally take the shot.
I'd be lying to say I wasn't scared, but fear is what keeps you on your toes, and fear is what keeps you alive.
You're just so relieved that you did the right thing, that you were able to do what you're supposed to do and take the guy into custody without hurting any innocent individual.